Hello everyone, my name is Nick. Thank you for coming and checking out my channel. In today's video, we have been going through and reviewing the Deadtime Stories books from the 90s. We are on to book 3 for this one, Along Came a Spider. This cover is by the artist Broke Stedman, I think is how you pronounce his name, Broke Stedman. The spider cover is pretty interesting. You kind of see these spider toes here, and the spider, of course, is gigantic. So he kind of plays with these shadows here, and has these these toes here defined to kind of show you the gargantuan size of it. This cover, where I think it is interesting. I hate that it's not showing the full spider. I thought it would have been better maybe not to have it close up, but maybe like in the corner in the room, showing like the full spider, or at least when it was like halfway to its, big gigantic form like it is here. I think visually that would have been better. I don't know if that was intentional to have it kind of cut off, because I know some people are pretty freaked out by spiders, but it's still a great illustration. He's done Fear Street books and other books like Deadtime Stories. The room also, you see this dollhouse here. I don't think the spider ever goes into the female character's room, but just a little bit of inconsistency there, but they probably just gave the artist a blurb, giant spider in the bedroom. Probably didn't know like the full content of the book. But anyway, on from that and the cover, the actual book itself is middle of the road for me. It is very action-packed kind of story. It keeps a pretty good pace, but what happens is these two boys, the main character Mikey has his friend Max over at his house, and they're kind of just playing around, and Mikey has this science dissecting kit that a relative had got him for one of his birthdays that's just been under his bed forever. So they go ahead and dig it out, and there's like a frog in there, and there's the spider in there. I think they open up the frog first, if I remember correctly, and nothing really happens, and I think they flush it down the toilet or something. But anyway, then they go on to the spider, and the spider comes to life, which is a pretty scary scene. I know that spider books, for some people, of course, it's more terrifying than others. And some people, of course, oh, it's just a spider, So some people, actually really like spiders. So depending on where you are in that camp, I guess that can add to the creepy factor in terms of the the horror aspect. Though this one, the spider, I like the idea of like invincible spider, you can't step on it. I mean, that's a pretty frightening idea. Like, you see a spider, especially if you're in the camp that hates them, you step on it, and of course the spider just doesn't go down. And this spider, of course, throughout the book gets gradually bigger and bigger. My favorite scene in the book is there's a bathroom scene. And if you pick up the book and read it, I will let you find out what happens there for yourself. It is, it does make your skin crawl, that the bathroom scene, which is the big highlight for me in this book. At one point, they have an older sister in the book. Allison, I believe, was her name. she has a cat named Fluffy, and at some point Fluffy gets captured in the spider's web in the garage. Luckily though, they save him, but yeah, and I think the one of the boys that gets trapped, I think it's Max that gets trapped, and the spider almost gets him or something. Anyway, at the end, how they defeat the spider is with a garden hose. They pretty much blow him up, put it in his mouth and blow him up with it, and his guts just scatter everywhere. And what's another comical aspect about the book is the mom in the story. It seems like every time she comes around, the boys are trying to explain that there's this giant spider stalking the house. It's like it knows, and it's conscious of this, and it just like hides from her or hides itself. There is one part in the book, and I can't remember if it's a dream sequence or it really happened, but like the boy wakes up, I think the main one, Mikey, and sees it there, like coming towards him and traps him. That was a pretty freaky scene too. But yeah, the setting in this is very limited. It's just Mikey's house pretty much. So there's not really variety there in the setting. It's very contained to that, and the spider sort of chasing after them and being a step ahead of them. And of course, the kids, they're just annoying. The kids are annoying in this book. They're mean. They're mean to Allison, and yeah, just they're not as likable as I think the other ones in the previous book, Invasion of the Appleheads. But yeah, that's about it for the book. Very middle of the road. I give it a 6 out of 10. I think the bathroom scene gives it a point because of how skin crawling that is. But other than that, yeah, if you have it, check it out. If you've read it, let me know what you think of it if you have read it. And yeah, that's it for this review. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you in the next one. Hey, me again. I forgot to add the ending of this book is it's okay. Kind of humorous. So the frog in the beginning that was in the kit that they flushed down the toilet, at the end there's like a bug, or I think Granddaddy Longleg, and there's like a giant frog tongue that comes out of the pipes and eats the Daddy Longleg, which is like, oh, so the frog was alive after all. But yeah, just wanted to add that part. I forgot it. Thanks.